Hi guys, welcome back. Um, and happy. I'm filming this on Saturday, so it's like happy Saturday. Um, this video is going to be a follow-up to a video I did. It might have been like 2 years ago now, and it's I had a video about proactive ruin my skin, and at the time I had been using proactive on and off, and then I got very religious with my proactive use, and I did clear up my skin. And then I stopped using it, and I broke out crazy, and my skin kind of never recovered. Like, kind of like, you know how you have like a baseline weight or a baseline skin condition, and sometimes it's bad, sometimes it's good, but it never like tips the scale. What proactive did is it tipped the scale positively, and then it tipped that scale so negatively, so that my former like bounce back rate um totally didn't happen. So I got upset about it. I tried a bunch of different things. And I went to a dermatologist. Oh, I went to a dermatologist um in the city, and yeah, she got some, stuff for me, and I wanted to show you guys the stuff and show you my updated routine. And yeah, so let's do that. So yeah, I'm totally not selling anything to you guys. That's better. These are prescription only medications. But if you have severe acne, which I'm not gonna say my acne was as severe as, like, I know there's this girl on YouTube, cannot tell you her name, but her shit was crazy. So I think feel like she was that extreme example of like really, really bad acne. So my case wasn't that bad, but it was pretty bad. Like, I usually would have like cystic acne along my chin. Then I'd have like little white heads, definitely a lot of black heads. Um, Definitely a lot down here, which is due to like hormonal changes in a woman's body. But yeah, it was insane. And the summertime was particularly bad, which is why I went to a dermatologist. I'm like, I need to end this. Over the counter stuff is not working. What's the point of trying all these new prescriptions? I mean, these new like skincare, and it may not work. So these are two things I use now. This, I wish I had the box for you, sorry. It's called tretinoin cream. Oh, I'd have to like, yeah, you just take my word for it. Okay, it's tretinoin cream, 0.025%. Okay. And this I use, and I also use this thing, clindamycin, which I think you can see. No, maybe clindamycin phosphate gel, 1%. Um, Now this is like the generic of clindamycin 1%, but because that's like how my insurance works or whatever, um, I got the phosphate, which works just as well for me. If you know anything about clindamycin, clindamycin is an actual like antibiotic um, cream. So basically, what I'm putting on my face is a topical antibiotic, right? I wash my face, usually with Cetaphil or Cervave, CeraVe, CeraVe. It's that other one that's like Cetaphil but not. So that kind of doesn't matter. But yeah, you can wash your face with whatever. And then I use the clindamycin. I put that over my face. And then you're supposed to put the tretinoin on at night. I usually put it on at night, but I kind of do it in a way where I'm not crazy with my routine. Like, I'll use clindamycin in the morning on Monday, and then Tuesday night I'll use the tretinoin. And I go back and forth because it's a little harsh, and I never wanted my skin to like overreact to it. Obviously listen to your dermatologist and their suggestions, but that's kind of like the way I use it. So I use one of these every day. I just switch off clindamycin in the morning, tretinoin at night. The tretinoin is good for the acne scars. Now, mind you, none of these things are a substitution for professional acne scarring removing treatments that you can get um, at a dermatologist's office or like through Groupon. Like there's a laser thing that can get rid of acne scars, microdermabrasion, electrolysis. There's a bunch of like professional treatments that you can get at a doctor that are outpatient treatments, that will cost you anywhere from a few hundred, maybe like a few hundred, maybe some cost a few $1,000s, and you can get your skin in tip-top shape. This is not going to do that, so don't think that it's going to do that. But for someone that's a severe acne sufferer, I have no acne. I get very little acne now. I'm not acne free, but once again, I also don't use this 100% as prescribed because I don't want to overdo it. But also, I get a little bit, like one. I get one pimple. When the fuck do I get that one pimple? Oh, period. Like menstruating. So I'll get that one, usually around here because you get hormonal stuff down here. And I still have some scarring, but my scarring has decreased at least 50%. I'm not wearing makeup right now. And yeah, I'm like dedicated to this. Like, this is my go-to. I have a copay on this, but also if you ask your dermatologist, I think the tretinoin, you can get a pharmacy discount of a $50 discount. It really depends on your insurance, so don't, I can't say for you what it's going to cost, but I do think that it retails for something crazy, but with insurance and the additional discounts, they should be much better. Out of the two, I think the tretinoin is actually the more expensive one. I believe so. So this is what I use, and then the things I use to supplement it, like I'll use micellar water. I'm butchering these names. You know, the micellar water to clean my face, or any sort of oil balancing thing. But to be honest, the meat and potatoes is these two things. You can kind of switch around whatever else you want, but you stick to these two things. It's awesome. And think about this. You know how all those people take like Accutane, or like people with really bad acne, they take what's the word? They ingest antibiotics. This is an antibiotic, but it's topical, so it doesn't have that same effect on your body. It doesn't affect you being able to like drink or anything, or have alcohol or anything like that. And I use it every other day, and I love it. And I can actually feel like it's cleansing my shit. So that's basically my updated skincare routine that doesn't have my face looking 100%. Like, I don't have this gorgeous glowy skin, but I've gone from having like 5 of those big cystic acne, and then 20 of those little acne, then a bunch of blackheads, then acne scarring and whiteheads and all sorts of weird shit, to now having minimal acne scarring and 1 pimple per month. That's improvement. Improvement is not about perfection. Improvement is about improvement. Imperfection, being an imperfectionist. Like get rid of all your debt. Awesome. Get rid of 30% of your debt. Hey, that's more awesome. You know what I mean? Doing those improvements. So this had a oh yeah, I don't know what happened. This had like a marked improvement on my skin, and I totally recommend you go ask your dermatologist. Now I'm just gonna add an addendum to this because I saw something crazy interesting. It was like on Pinterest. It was one of these the hell. Okay, so it's like one of those what the fuck fun facts. So it says there are tiny bugs closely related to spiders living in the pores of your face, which crawl about your face in the dark to mate. That fucking made me go, yeah, this morning. Like, I literally made that song. Yeah! I'm like, what do you mean there are bugs on my face? Like, bacteria, yes, but bugs? Like, actual animals? And the fact is, yes, I think about 70 to 90% of all humans have a species of these bugs that are arthropods named Demodex mites. Demodex mites. So Demodex mites are like these mites. They say that they're not parasitic. But yeah, they're like these microscopic eight-legged creatures. They look like spiders, and almost every human has them. And literally, these demon decks, they live on your face, they mate, they eat, and then they die on your face. And then to make things even crazier, they die, and then they explode poop because they don't poop their whole lives. And then when they die, the poop explodes on your face. On your face. I didn't even know this. I'm like, no wonder people have bad acne and rosacea and eczema. Now, prior to these studies, I'm going off a BBC website, but prior to these studies, they said the demon decks are not parasitic and they live like in harmony with us. And now they're saying that they could possibly be parasitic, and basically it's kind of impossible to get rid of them. But people that have bad acne and rosacea and other things tend to have a higher concentration of the demon decks, of the mites, of the skin mites. And so that's why topical antibiotics work so well, is you got to keep that down. They actually live and glide in the oil in your pores. So the more oil, the more they're chilling out. Now, shout out to and they're saying that they originate from dogs, because dogs also have demon decks, and that we got them from our close relationship with canines 20,000 years ago. But they're not directly authoritas. Also, they said I'm hungry, so I'm going to have to cut this. Starving. Oh my god. But anyway, the demon decks, kind of don't know where I left off, but basically, yeah, so they live in the oil in your face. They're saying now that they're possibly parasitic, so, and there's kind of like, there's a way to wipe them out, but they kind of come right back. And they also said, oh yeah, they said another way they transmit is that not all children have it, but children that were breastfed, because they think the Demodex lives on women's breasts too. So it gets transmitted that way, but eventually everyone gets it. It's kind of like how like all humans have HSV1, like herpes simplex virus 1, and all humans have some form of the human papilloma virus. So it's one of those things about just being human, but it can be a little bit of a pain in the neck. So definitely ask your doctor about clindamycin, and then if your insurance doesn't cover it, say clindamycin phosphate, and ask them about tretinoin cream, and it will make a marked difference in your life. I promise you. Get off the proactive, get on the prescription stuff, and yeah, reclaim your face, reclaim your skin. Okay? All right, bunnies, I hope that was informative. Any other questions or anything, put it in the comments, and I'll see you in the next video.